Hi there, I'm Alina Z, and today I'm going to show you how to make an awesome lasagna that doesn't have any meat, doesn't have any dairy, doesn't have any gluten. And you're wondering like, okay, what kind of lasagna is that? It is gonna be so delicious. I have so many clients that are asking for this lasagna every week. And now you can make it in your own home. Just follow this video along and we're gonna make it together, okay? We will begin with making our own sauce for lasagna so it's nice and rich and just so yummy. I have my Vitamix. Get any kind of blender. What you will need is about 2/3 of a cup of soaked cashews and just put them directly into the food processor. You have the recipe right underneath in the comments, so you can just print it out and follow that. I have lemon juice that I squeezed myself. I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is real salt. It has minerals and minerals are missing in our soil, so it's very important to add real salt that's not stripped with nutrition. I have soy-free almond milk, and I will put about a cup or 1/2 cup. Make it your own. See what kind of consistency you like. And the reason why I use dairy-free milk is because actually milk and dairy can strip calcium away from your bones. It's not very good for you. And milk is made for baby calves who want to double in size. And unless you want to double in size, I say, stay away from dairy. But if you want vitamin B12, this is a non-colony forming nutritional yeast, just little flakes. Put them right in here. They have a cheesy flavor and they will make this sauce very nice and cheesy. And I have garlic. I'm gonna add a little more milk actually. I think I want it a little creamier. And then we'll blend it for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how good the blender is. We want it really nice and creamy. Okay, let's taste this. See how nice and creamy it is? It's very good. Like rich, creamy sauce, Okay, then I'm gonna put my apron on because we will be working with tomato sauce and you just don't want to take risks, right? Okay, let's begin putting a lasagna together. Here's one little tip to open a jar. Just put a teaspoon underneath here and there you go. See? Opens easily. Okay, we'll move this away so you can see everything. I have the tomato sauce. This one is organic pasta sauce. I bought at Whole Foods. Find your own favorite, but make sure there's no added sugar. Sometimes they add like all kinds of crap in it. I'm gonna put tomato sauce on the bottom. See how nice and chunky it is? Extra fiber, lycopene. Okay, you put it on the bottom so that your noodles don't get stuck. Then the next is gonna be putting on noodles. I'm using these rice noodles, gluten-free, no boil. You just put them, you know what, I'm gonna actually do it like this. No, I'll do it like that, it's fine. I'm gonna have a small space right here, so I'll put a thin little noodle, like that, okay? And the next step, you want to get these noodles moist with the sauce, and we'll put the sauce right on top. And the reason why we're using gluten-free noodles is because, okay, ask anybody, what is the benefit of gluten, okay? There is really none. There's protein. Gluten is protein, but you can get protein in other sources that are easier to digest than gluten, okay? We have this, then we'll put our meat. And this is real protein with no bull. And there's no soy. This is, look how cool. This looks just like meat. Put it right on top. It's made with pea protein. It's non-GMO, 100% plant-based. And if you're thinking, okay, well, how do I get my protein? 90 calories of this meat will give you 11 grams of protein. And I want you to think about this. A little baby, when a baby is born and it has milk of the mother, has 2% of protein in that milk. We don't need as much protein as people say we do. Well, find your own way, of course. Find what works for you, but you don't need so much meat. And meat takes so much energy to digest. Like, think about a lion. A lion sleeps for 24 hours after it eats meat. And strongest animals like elephants and bulls, they eat plants, and they're strong and energetic. Okay, now let me show you how to make this lasagna even healthier. This is one ingredient that I love to add to lasagna. I have a zucchini, and I will cut it on the sides like this. And then I'm gonna take this piece out. I'm going to make noodles just with a knife. You don't need any fancy equipment. And you can have as many zucchini noodles in your lasagna as you want. I'm going to just make one layer. Okay, so these are my little noodles. But before we do the noodles, we'll put cheese. And like I said, this is dairy-free and soy-free. This is Daiya cheese. I think it's the best alternative to cheese. Just put it right on top. And it doesn't have casein. Now, what's casein, right? Casein is a compound in milk that makes milk very addictive. That's why little baby calf stays with the mother. And that's why cheese is so addictive. And this doesn't have any dairy. And if you're concerned with calcium, there are other ways to get calcium. But we are the only species that has someone else's milk, or actually any milk, after we're grown up. We don't need milk to enjoy things. And milk can be way too acidic. And this is plant-based sauce. I'm gonna put it right on top of this cheese. Look how beautiful. I'm so excited. This is something that I make on a Sunday or on a Monday night, and then I can eat it for the rest of the week if it lasts that long, because usually I just go and eat as much as I want the next couple of days, but I'll be busy in the next couple of days. So this is going to be really convenient to come home, just warm it up and eat it. And you see, I'm just putting these noodles just like I would do regular noodles. And then we'll repeat the process. We'll put the tomato sauce again, and then we'll put all of the rest things. Now, if you are thinking, if you want to have a raw lasagna, I'll show you how to make it in another segment. You can make zucchini lasagna noodles in a raw lasagna. If you're thinking, well, how, maybe you don't want this meat. Maybe you want mushrooms. Mushrooms would be a really good alternative to meat as well. They're nice and hearty and meaty. And like I say, you know, make it one ingredient at a time. Don't have to change everything about what you eat, but maybe try adding this vegan plant-based protein that's better for you and it won't weigh you down. Or maybe you want to try the cheese or the cream or the gluten-free noodles. Just do one ingredient at a time. You don't have to pressure yourself to do everything at once. But you'll notice, like, think about Thanksgiving. You know, at Thanksgiving you have this big dinner with turkey and ham, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to move, because all of your energy goes into digestion of the meat. And it just simply gives you very little, you know, it gives you flavor, but it takes so much from you. And with this kind of plant-based dish, you will have more energy because plant protein doesn't take as much time to process. Okay, and so I put my third layer. I'm gonna put my cream on top, and I will do another layer just so that I can finish it off and make it nice and big. I have like scraps of these lasagna noodles, and if you have little bits and pieces, there's no need to throw them out. You know, just you can cut them like this with your hands. They snap really easily, and then you can do the whole lasagna with the zucchini noodles if you want, but I don't mind a little bit of starch. You know, we need energy, and energy comes from, you know, our cells get sugar to have energy, and when you have carbohydrates, that's the easiest converted energy that you get to your cells. And that's why people lose weight on Atkins, because you don't have any carbs and there's no energy that the body can use right away. So the body goes to fat, and then you lose the fat, which is, you know, it's a good thing to lose the fat, but there's pretty big cost when you have too much protein. And your kidneys can suffer because there's so much to process. You don't have as much energy. Like, I've never seen anybody on Atkins who's like, yes, I'm so excited, I have so much energy. Never seen that. But then I know a lot of people who have tons of energy when they eat good carbs. Carbs that give them life, and carbs that satisfy. But of course, everything in moderation. You know, I like moderation and everything. I'm not gonna eat this whole thing, even though it's really delicious. Okay, we'll put the rest of the sauce on top, and I just drizzle it. You know, make it the way you feel is gonna be the easiest, but you can see we did this in real time, so you can follow along, and I hope that you get the same product. We're gonna cover it up with aluminum foil and put it into the oven for an hour, and then we'll eat. So excited. Okay, so in about an hour, let's see what our lasagna looks like. It smells so good. Doesn't it look just like a regular lasagna? And I'm going to accessorize it with some yummy fresh basil. One of the great things about basil is that you can grow it yourself. You can just put it in a pot, and you can buy it in a pot. So that way you always have fresh herbs, and fresh herbs make everything so much better. I'm gonna show you one day how to make your own amazing marinara with fresh basil. So good. I'm gonna try this, okay? Oh my God, check this out. Look at how gooey, and oh my God, look at that. Can't get everything. I wanna get everything on my bite. Oh my God. It is so good. It's hot, but really good. Oh my God. Dinner is made for the whole week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna be happy to address any questions or concerns you have and show you how to make other things with the same ingredients if you'd like. And then also, if you have any requests for future recipes, I will be happy to address them and create recipes for you. So happy cooking, cheers to your health, and until later.